That night, I heard the sound of chains, real chains, coming from the small room behind Mama Labi's compound. At first, I thought it was the wind beating the zinc. You know how it is during Lagos rain. But then I heard a voice, weak and trembling. Toby, Toby, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, help me. That was Arike's voice. Beautiful Arike, the girl every boy in her street would cross traffic just to look at. The same Arike that used to smile and lights up the whole street, now crying behind a locked door. That was when I knew something was very wrong. I have lived on Okeira Street in Agege for over 10 years, so I have seen the Alabi family up close. Mama Alabi, everybody calls her Mama Arike, was a tough woman. You know, the type that will sell pepper in the morning and still go to church by evening. She raised 5 children alone after her husband died. Ashake, the firstborn, 2 boys in between. Arike, the second to the last, and the last born, Kunle, who was still in secondary school. But Arike, that girl was her pride, the jewel of the house, the one she believed would change the family story. I still remember how she would always say in Yoruba, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí Arike mi dá mi lórí o. That girl go marry rich man and no go suffer again. And honestly, nobody doubted her. Arike was that kind of a fine girl that made people stop talking. Slim, tall, skin like polished bronze, eyes that look like they could read your soul. At just 17, men were already coming from Lekki, Ikoyi, even Abuja to ask for her hand. Mama Rabi's plan was simple. Keep Arike pure, train her well, and marry her to Olowo Kere's son, one of the richest families in Lagos. She would say, you think say na love we go chop? Make she marry money jare. When she enter Lekki mansion, na all of us go follow enjoy. So in that house, Arike was treated like royalty. No chores, no market runs. Even her siblings treated her like small queen, except Ashake, the firstborn. That one's eyes were always sharp, like she was watching for something. Then one afternoon, everything changed. It was Ashake that saw them first, behind Babatunde's shop at the corner of the street. Arike was with Toby, Babatunde's son. Now, let me tell you about Toby. That boy was different, humble, soft-spoken, always helping everybody fix broken things. He wasn't rich, but he was kind. And he and Arike had been close since they were children, always laughing, always together. But that day, Ashake saw what she wasn't supposed to see. She said she caught Arike kissing Toby. I still remember how she stormed home that day. I was sitting outside when I heard her shouting, Mama, Mama, Ẹ̀gbọ́n tí ọmọ yín ṣe o. She ran inside like someone being chased by a ghost. That evening, we all heard Mama Labi's voice shaking the compound. Arike, you did what? You kissed that carpenter boy? The slap that followed echoed down the whole street. Pa, pa! Then Arike's voice came out, soft but stubborn. Mama, I love him. I don't care if he's poor. It's Toby I want. Mama froze. Even I felt the silence that followed. Then she laughed. A laugh that didn't sound human. You this girl, I dey keep like egg for millionaire. You open mouth talk say na carpenter pikin you wan marry. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ over my dead body. From that night, everything changed. They started watching her like hawk. No more freedom, no more laughter. Even her phone was seized. But Arike, that girl get her too. She still found ways to meet Toby. Sometimes, I would see her sneaking around 9 p.m. using the back of the compound. She would pass through the banana grove to meet him near the mechanic shed. You could see the way they looked at each other like the world disappeared. But their love was fire and danger at the same time. Mama Labi found out again. This time, she didn't shout, she planned. One morning, Arike disappeared. The family said she had gone to her aunt's house in Ibadan. But the way Ashake avoided eye contact, everybody in the street knew it was lie. Then, one night, when I was passing by to fetch water, I heard crying from the small back room, the one they used to keep yam and hold tools. Hey, Joe, Mama, Monifere, I love him, please let me go. I froze. That was Arike's voice. Mama Labi's voice replied, cold and hungry. You will stay here until that love clear from your eye. You think say poverty be play? When hunger wire you, na carpenter pikin go feed you. I peeped through the hole in the wall. Arike was chained to the bedpost. Her hair rough, eyes swollen. I swear my heart broke. Toby didn't know where she was. For weeks, he came to their meeting spot, waiting. Sometimes I saw him sitting under the mango tree, holding a flower in his hand like full in love. One evening, I saw him approach Asake outside. Asake, abeg, where is Arike? I haven't seen her for weeks. Asake just eased and said, go and ask your poor father. Maybe use her to fix chair. Toby stood there, fist clenched, tears in his eyes. Tell her I will never stop looking for her. Then he walked away. That night, he didn't go home. I saw him still roaming around the compound, calling softly, Harike, Harike. But the only thing that answered was silence and maybe a muffled sob from that room. Days turned to weeks. Weeks turned to months. Arike was still locked in that room. They would bring her food once a day. Cold rice, small water. Sometimes I would hear Asake whispering through the door, just say you don't love him again and Mama will release you. But Arike always replied, never. I love Toby and I will wait for him even if it takes forever. Mama Labi becomes more desperate. She started calling pastors, prophets, even one herbalist from Mushin, saying Arike was under a love spell. The more they tried to break her, the stronger she became. Then came that night, the one I will never forget. The rain was heavy, thunder everywhere. Around 11 p.m., I heard someone running, barefoot. I looked out my window and saw Toby, drenched, jumping the fence into the compound. He was shouting, Arike, Arike, where are you? Before I could even warn him, Mama Labi came out with torchlight, screaming, thief, thief! Oh! She grabbed her cutlass. Toby tried to explain, please, I just want to see her. I know she is here. But Mama swung the cutlass, missed narrowly, and Toby ran. That was the last time anyone saw him for this. The next morning, I noticed something strange. The small back room where they locked Arike, the padlock was opened. Inside, she was gone. Only a torn piece of her wrapper and a small blood stain on the floor. Mama Labi was shouting, Asake, where is she? Where is your sister? But Asake just stood still, trembling. And me, standing outside the fence, I swear I saw something that night. A shadow slipping into the rain, barefoot, running towards the main road. Whether it was Arike escaping or Toby coming back for her, I still don't know. But that was the last day we saw Arike on Okeira Street. 2 weeks later, a small boy came to our street with a letter, no name on it, just written in red ink. Tell Mama I am free. Tell Toby I will come back for him. Arike. That same day, strange things started happening in that compound. Doors creaking at night, whispers from the back room, and once, Asake swore she heard her sister's voice singing softly in the dark, Toby, me, Monifere. But when she opened the door, nobody was there.
To be continued. Watch out for part 2. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more updates. Stories that blows your mind. Stay tuned.